Oh hey guys, and happy holidays! Welcome back to my channel. I'm Joe the Blue Wizard. And as you can see, my kitchen is still not put together. I am currently in the process of moving, which also means, guys, sadly, this is probably going to be my last video for a little bit. But the good news is that by the time that my next video comes out, I should be happily entrenched in my new kitchen, and you guys will be able to see that. Well, anyway, kids, let's get to today's recipe. You know, around the holidays, I always seem to have a few extra of these. Well, not this one specifically, this is a little bit large, but candy canes in general, guys. I always seem to have like a ton of them floating around because people always seem to like to attach them with gifts and presents and cards and things like that. Today, I'm going to show you what you can do with all of those extra candy canes. My delicious candy cane bars are the fantastic way to use up those candy canes and also make a wonderfully delicious holiday treat. You guys will not regret making this one, I promise you that. So sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and watch as I show you guys how to make my delicious candy cane bars today on the Blue Wizard Bakes. All right, so here we have everything in one place. So this way we have everything where we need it and when we need it. So let's get started. Inside of this medium bowl, I have 2½ cups of all-purpose flour. And to that, I am going to add in 1 teaspoon of kosher salt and 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. And then we're gonna give that a good whisk and set that off to the side. I'm bringing in now a large bowl that has inside of it 2 sticks of butter that have been softened, as well as 1 1/4 cups of regular white sugar. And I'm going to take and cream those two together. Okay, so now that our butter and sugar have been beautifully creamed together, it's time to add in our other ingredients. Let's add in 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 tablespoons of red food coloring. That's gonna get us that nice candy cane color. And last but not least, we're gonna add in 2 teaspoons of peppermint extract. You guys know I don't normally measure my extracts, but peppermint is a really strong flavor, and so you wanna make sure to measure it, or else your bars are gonna taste like toothpaste, which is not good. All right, and let's blend those things together. All right, now that those are blended together and I have scraped down the sides of my bowl, it's time to add in our dry ingredients. So let's just dump the whole thing in and then blend together on a low speed so we don't have a gigantic flour cloud. Look at that beautiful red color. And guys, let me tell you, the smell that is coming off of these is fantastic. I love the smell of peppermint. So now that our dough is put together, it's time for us to press it into the pan that we're going to be making our bars in. Okay, so I have a 13x9x2 pan, which I have lined with foil as well as greased with a little bit of non-stick cooking spray. So now I'm gonna add in our dough into the bottom of the pan, and then I'm gonna go and press it in with my hands that I have lightly floured to stop them from sticking to the dough. All right, in order for this dough to bake correctly, we actually have to put it into the fridge for a ½ an hour to chill. Now, while that dough is chilling, I just wanted to take this time to remind you that if you like this video, please don't forget to go and hit the like button down below. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well as the little bell for notifications, so this way you're notified every time that I post a new video. And guys, it really helps me out when you hit those buttons, so I super appreciate it. If you like this recipe or any of my other recipes, don't forget you can always get them in the links in my description below the video. Also, you can just head straight to bluewizardfood.com. And of course, kids, if you'd like to follow me on my other adventures when I am not posting food videos, then make sure to go and find me on either Facebook or Instagram at Joe the Blue Wiz. Now let's go and get those bars in the oven, huh? Shall we? All right, so my bar dough has sufficiently cooled. Now, I also took the liberty of preheating my oven to 350 degrees so that now it is ready for these to bake. But before we do that, I just want to take and dock the surface of the bars with a toothpick. This is going to help the bars to rise evenly in the oven. It was also the reason why we chilled the dough. We want them to rise, but not more in some places and less in others. Docking and the chilling will help that. All right, perfect. So now it's time for us to go into the oven with these for 30 to 40 minutes until the bars are firm on the top. All right, so it's been a half an hour and you can see all of those little holes have been sealed up by the baking process, and our bars are nice and even over the top. There's no peaks and valleys. I also made sure to turn the oven off when I took these out of the oven, and that's very important. We'll get to that in a second. So I'm gonna take now and add over the top 2 cups or about a 12-ounce bag of white chocolate chips. So I'm gonna spread those out over the top, try to get a nice even layer. All right, now that those are spread out evenly, I'm going to take and place these bars back into the oven that has been turned off for 3 minutes. Now, while those chocolate chips are melting in the oven, I'm going to take and smash up my candy canes. Now, I was only able to find right now at this time when this is being filmed, these gigantic candy canes, and it comes to about 3.5 ounces of candy cane, which I have found to be about 6 regular sized candy canes. So again, 6 regular sized candy canes or about this gigantic one 3.5 ounce candy cane. And I'm gonna take and just bash them up. All right, that's perfect. We've got beautiful pieces that are going to be easy to chew in the bars. So I'm gonna set those off to the side and wait for the last 2 minutes to go by for me to go grab the bars out of the oven. Here are our bars freshly out of the oven. The white chocolate is nice and melty. So now I'm going to take a small offset spatula and just spread the white chocolate over the top in an even layer. Look how easy that is since we let that chocolate melt in the oven. All right, beautiful. Now we can take and sprinkle over our crushed up candy cane bits. Now, just to make sure that the candy canes fit in there and stay in there nicely, I'm going to take and lightly press over the surface with my hand to make sure that the candy canes set in to the melted chocolate. All right, so now we just have to let these cool until they reach room temperature, and then we can cut them up. Our bars have now cooled to room temperature, and it's now time to chop them up. Now, of course, you can make them whatever size you want, but as for me, for my troubles, I like to get 32 bars out of one batch. And so I cut 8 on the long side, and 4 on the short side. And there you are. Now they're ready to enjoy. And there you have it, kids, my recipe for candy cane bars. They have delicious flavor, perfect amount of peppermint, nice crunch from the candy canes, delicious texture on the bars, nice sweetness from the white chocolate. Guys, I really hope that you go and try these bars and share them with your family and friends for the holidays. Well, guys, that's all that I have time for here today on the Blue Wizard Bakes. Remember, kids, you don't have to be a professional chef or even a wizard in order to make magic in your kitchen. Happy holidays.